Kroger Delivery makes it easy to do your holiday shopping in a jingle. There might be a lot on your to-do list, but thanks to Kroger Delivery, you can get everything you need delivered straight to your door at the same great prices you'd find in store. Our refrigerated trucks always ensure that your groceries arrive fresh. And right now, you can save $20 on your first order of $75 or more and get free delivery with a Boost membership. Restrictions apply. See site for details. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Save big this holiday season. All in the Kroger app. Buy 2, get 3 free on 12 packs of delicious Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or Canada Dry. Then get flavorful Kroger Spiral Sliced Ham for $1.99 a pound with an additional $25 purchase, limit 2, all with your card. Shop these deals at your local Kroger, less than 5 miles away. Or tap the screen now to download the Kroger app to save big today. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Prices and product availability subject to change. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Edna J. White, and this show is What About This? This is your destination to hear amazing real-life stories from real-life people that live real amazing lives, and they love what they do in everything they do. So this is their 15 minutes that we're going to have talking about their business, their love, or their life. So today I have Jennifer Ramirez. And she's going to tell us all about what she does. I know I met her online through somebody else. So I know that she has a great, great message. More so a movement. I like the word movement because she's got everybody going in the same move. So it's really great. So I introduce to you Jennifer Ramirez. Take it away.
Hello. Thank you, Edna. I appreciate it. So hi, everybody. I'm Jennifer Ramirez. Just going to tell you a little bit about my story. So I'm a single mother. I've been a single mother since pregnancy. I also am a sexual abuse survivor. I was abused at the age of 7 by a close family member. And because of my trauma that I endured when I was younger, I made a lot of mistakes as a young adult. I was in toxic relationships with men. I was always looking for love. I was always looking for someone to complete me, looking for someone to complete my family. I was just always searching for something. Mm-hmm. And I just never really realized that a lot of the bad things that I went through and a lot of the bad decisions I made were attributed to trauma. I also teach women that it is important to listen to that voice inside. We can call it God. We can call it intuition. Call it what you want. The voice is there and you need to listen to it. Mm-hmm. I heard the voice because I'm a very intuitive person. I always have been, but I stopped listening to it because I was so angry. I was lost. Life was hard, so I blamed God a lot of the times. Like I went through this abuse, I'm raising this kid by myself. I'm broke. I'm living in this terrible neighborhood. Like what the heck happened, but because I stopped listening, I started hanging around people that thought like me in a negative mindset. I worked in a really negative work environment for a long time too. So it was just negativity just was swirling around me. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't until I actually changed my jobs that really turned my life around. I was working in that negative work environment for a long time. And then once I switched to another job, I worked with people who were very nice. There was no drama. It was just the way it should be, right? And so I was like, wow, this Absolutely. Is amazing. And everybody I worked with was very nice, and everybody had their college degrees. Everybody had a bachelor's or a master's, so I was very inspired by that. And everybody mm-hmm. was just intelligent and very good at what they did. So I was like, wow, I want to be like them, And so that's what actually inspired me to go to school. And I went and I got my associate's degree in 2017. And I was still working full-time mom, and going to school part-time. So it was just, I say it's just an associate's degree, but it's not just that. It was a big accomplishment because it was really hard yes. to do all that while still raising my kid and working full-time. So then I also got myself into $25,000 worth of credit card debt because my daughter's father never helped me financially. And so I was always very responsible. I always lived on my own. So, after rent was paid and car notes and insurances were paid, I didn't have anything else. Like mm-hmm. there was nothing left. So I didn't have enough for diapers or formula and all the extras, even groceries sometimes. Yeah. And back then, this was the recession, 2008, the aftermath of 2008 recession. So gas was like almost $5 a gallon, if not more. So just to get gas, to get to freaking work was a big cost,
Yes.
you know, back then. So it really put me in a bad situation as far as like money goes. And so once I got my associate's degree, I also was tired of living in this bad neighborhood. I was tired of, you know, like getting treated poorly by people, you know, and I was tired of being broke more than anything. I was so tired of being broke and being in that rut, you know.
Yeah.
So I started reading self-help books. I started just learning how to save, learning how to invest your money. And then when I turned 26, I was able to purchase my first condo, which was a huge accomplishment for me as well, because, you know, I was very broke at the time. And I went through a program through the city of Chicago that helped low-income people with, you know, grant. They give you not tuition assistance. They give you grants for down payment assistance, closing costs, no private mortgage insurance, and your mortgage. So it was really awesome because. And then when I got my condo, I was able to. My mortgage was way cheaper than anything I had ever paid in rent. So that left me with a lot of extra money. So then I started paying down the debt. And then when I turned 30, I was 100% debt free.
Yeah.
So because I was 100% debt free, now I had all this extra money, and I'm like, ooh, what am I going to do with all this? And I started saving it, and then I started teaching myself how to, you know, grow my money, and then I started investing in real estate. I purchased another property, and then a couple years later, I purchased another property. And that was life-changing, you know, just to have that extra income coming in, you know, from renters and stuff like that was a big, big thing for me, just because I had only worked full-time and that's the only income I had, right? So so I purchased the properties, and then just this past year, it was this February 2020, I was able to sell that first condo that I purchased, which then allowed me to quit my full-time job in March, right before coronavirus.
That's
which
good.
I totally didn't see coming, but it was still the best thing I ever did, because honestly, I was tired of working for people. I was working for a company that didn't see my worth. I knew my value. I knew I'm a smart girl. I'm very driven, and I think I have really great ideas, and my ideas were constantly shut down. They constantly just always made me feel like I was an idiot. Yeah. And I knew I wasn't, though. I'm like, I have so much going for me, and you guys just don't see it. And so I just got tired, and I lost my passion for my job. And so then I finally quit in March. And like I said, the week before coronavirus, I quit, and I was like, at first I was like, did I make the wrong decision? But then after like 2 weeks passed, I was like, no way, it was the best thing I ever did. That's good. And so then I created a nonprofit organization called And Rise. And just to give you a little bit more background on that, the And means that your story is not over, that there's more to tell, and the Rise means rising above any adversities you are currently facing or faced in the past. And so we empower women to be the ultimate versions of themselves by offering personal and professional development workshops, women empowerment events, and also we do support circles or support groups for sexual and domestic abuse survivors. And in addition to that, the vision of And Rise is to provide single mothers who want to go to college with financial assistance for tuition, supplies, and childcare, so that they don't have to worry about all those external factors. They could just worry about school, because that was one of my struggles. I had to drop out because I didn't have enough money to pay somebody to watch my kids so I can go to college, you know. I don't want women, and childcare is a big problem nowadays. It's so expensive. It is. Like ridiculously expensive, and most of us can't afford it, you know. It's just, and the prices they charge is like ridiculous. And so the other thing that we offer is to provide sexual and domestic abuse survivors with therapy and counseling, so that they can be that ultimate version of themselves and overcome those personal, you know, those mental and emotional things that hold us back. And sometimes we don't even realize that things are holding us back until we start to dig deep, and then we're like, whoa, you know. So that's kind of my story. And I was just very inspired by an event that I had went to one time, where women were just in a circle, and they were just talking about their experiences and all the downfalls and then all the triumphs. And I just left there feeling like amazing. I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. Like I've never felt like this before. And then I was like, I want to give this feeling to other women too. So I just started doing these events out of my living room. That's how they started out. They were in my living room. There's a couple girls there, and, you know, but I got amazing feedback. And then by the third event, we had sold out of like 150 tickets on Eventbrite. So that in itself showed me, okay, there's a need for this. Women like this. Women want this, right? So I was like, I think I can create this. And that's how I started And Rise too. And then I also, amidst the coronavirus, since And Rise is very event-based, that couldn't happen,
Yeah,
obviously.
right.
So now I'm also a coach. I do life coaching, business coaching. I offer one-on-one coaching, group coaching, and mastermind courses for, women who are either mothers or single mothers that are either in the first 3 years in their businesses, and I'm helping them, with direction and clarity, and just so they can, fully show up, fully doing what they really enjoy in life.
Oh, that's nice. Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And
They always say that when you're the smartest person in the room, you got to leave the room. You always got to leave. Because or when you're the dumbest person, you really got to leave, So, like, it can't be those extremes. It really can't, because you always lend something to the world, no matter what you lend. And sometimes people are jealous when they see the beauty in you. It's very true. So you caught it before it kind of started affecting you, because when I coach some of the women that I work with, they're in a rut at the job. And the job is what's holding them there. They're afraid to make that jump, and you made that jump, which is amazing.
But
you have
it did take me. I struggled. I'm not gonna lie. I struggled, and it was healthcare. I was like, what am I gonna do about insurance? And now that I think back, I'm like, that was the stupidest reason, just for one thing, for healthcare. Come on, like that's what you held off for months,
Absolutely.
And then finally, I was just like, you know what? Oh well, I had to pay $700 a month for healthcare. It's worth it because I'm not working here anymore.
Yes. I know I was reading, I forget what book I was reading. I forget what it was. And one of the reasons why we stay where we are is for healthcare. And the question was, does rich people think about healthcare? No, they just go pay for whatever they want. And I'm like, so I'm never going to get rich if I'm going to keep thinking about healthcare. And, and it really is true. It really is true. So when I started working for myself, I was like, how am I going to pay for everything? And it was literally, I didn't even think about it. I really didn't even think about it. If I wanted to go get something done, I just, okay, let me just give the money, And then I thought about it one day. I was like, wow, I had a struggle for no reason.
Yes.
So that's really good.
We put those own ideas in our own minds. It's us. Yeah. I think us being women too, we overthink everything.
Yes.
And we just want to make sure everything's taken care of, and we're just like, oh my God, what if this? What if that?
Right.
And it's
right.
Can't let the what ifs deter you, because imagine if you never did it, And that's something else I like to tell women is, there are a lot of naysayers in my life that said, why are you doing that? Why are you talking about
and they will say it.
Abuse? Yeah. Why are you telling your business? Why are you're putting all your business out there? And I'm like, because I want to help other people. That's
right.
I'm doing.
That's
right.
The
ultimate reason of all of this.
Exactly.
I don't think it's a bad thing, but other people do see it as a bad thing. But, I always tell women too, if you have a crazy idea, do it.
Right.
Even if people tell you you're crazy, because, if you never do it, you'll never know.
Exactly.
If I would have listened to everybody that gave me advice, I would be nowhere right now.
Right.
I would still be at my job, miserable. I wouldn't be helping women. I wouldn't be doing any of this stuff. So don't listen to people unless they have good intentions. And I always tell people too, unless they're an expert in the field. Are you a business expert? Are you a real estate expert?
Yes.
Don't listen.
Yes, I said it all the time. Who told you that? Was that the professional? Who told you that? I tell my clients all the time. Yes. Somebody told me. I was like, well, who told you? Was it a professional?
Yeah.
It's like asking someone in the street about something about your health, and they're not a doctor. Like, why would you do that? Like, very good. I like that. So how can we find you on social media? How can we get involved with your movement, with what is it called? And Rise. How can we get involved with that?
Sure. So I guess if anyone's interested in volunteering, we can use some volunteers. So if you want to volunteer or just visit the site, it's www.womenrisechicago.org. You can reach me directly at Jennifer@womenrisechicago.org. We're on Facebook at Women Rise Chicago. Sorry, it's not And Rise because that name is taken already. A lot of people get confused, but and then we're also on Instagram at Women Rise Chicago as well. We're on YouTube under And Rise. We're on Pinterest under And Rise. We're like on all social media. I try my best to like put myself
cover it
out
all.
there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And if you want to reach me directly, like I said, my email, Jennifer at Women Rise Chicago, or you can find me on LinkedIn under Jennifer Ramirez as well. Yeah.
Okay. So we have gotten the twos and the yeses and the goods and the bads and the wonderful and the love. You hear the love that she has for her business. So if you want to volunteer, if you want to join the Facebook page, if you want to be part of the movement, reach out to Jennifer Ramirez. This is Edna J. White and Jennifer Ramirez signing off.
Bye.
Kroger Delivery has one mission: to deliver the freshest food right to your door. That's why our drivers are pros. Our trucks are refrigerated. And when it comes to low prices, we always deliver. With $20 off your first order of $75 or more, there's no better time to get in on the action. Mission accomplished. Restrictions apply. See site for details. Save big this holiday season. All in the Kroger app. Buy 2, get 3 free on 12 packs of delicious Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or Canada Dry. Then get flavorful Kroger Spiral Sliced Ham for $1.99 a pound with an additional $25 purchase. Limit 2, all with your card. Shop these deals at your local Kroger, less than 5 miles away. Or tap the screen now to download the Kroger app to save big today. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Prices and product availability subject to change. Restrictions apply. See site for details.